Man, welcome back to the GTR podcast, man. I'm with my host Alex. I said that wrong. Yeesh. Let's restart that. Welcome back to another episode of the GTR podcast. I'm my co-host Alex, and we got the guest back, Deontay.
GT.
Deontay,
What's good,
introduce yourself,
everybody?
boss. Introduce
What's good,
yourself.
everybody? So I'm Deontay. I'm the host of D Talkin Sports, and hey, I'm glad to be here with you guys again.
Man, it's good to
Glad
have
to
you.
have you back.
Uh,
Next time, I don't know. I think the first time I brought this up was when I brought up bringing you on, Deontay. Uh, my at some point, I do want to have at least one of us hop on a couple of your shows.
Oh,
So
absolutely.
okay, just so it's not like a one-sided thing.
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely. No problem.
it's sick.
that's gonna be
Um,
fire. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. That's gonna be fire. That's about
it
to be
should be.
fire.
So anyway, first things first, we got some housekeeping. Then as of today, by the way, we are recording this on January 23rd of 2023. Sorry, no midweek one is promised. We are busy people. I should probably stop promising for midweek ones when that never ends up happening. I'm sorry. Yeah, Dan, you're looking at me. Thank you. You're welcome. Um, that doesn't make any sense. Anyway, um,
Housekeeping.
got our first trade. We're gonna finish off with not finish off, but we're gonna just continue with the end of last pod. Dan had a heat take, which I'll be honest, isn't that bad. Like you're technically right. We'll get onto that.
Okay.
And then we're gonna do mid-season awards because there's not too many talking points. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah. Anyway,
Okay.
so real quick for housekeeping, I feel bad. I'm talking way
You
too
good.
much,
You good.
but most of this is my stuff. Not most of this. Both of these are my things. I have a new YouTube video out and a new one coming on Wednesday, the 25th. I scheduled that upload. Hopefully, I'll be able to do that more consistently. And then I'm in the process of writing a Sacramento Kings article. I have not touched it in about a few days, but I'm hoping in about 4 days. But I'm hoping that by saying it on this, that I will actually, it will motivate me to actually finish it, God forbid. Anyway, um,
Yo,
Rui Hachimura got traded.
man. I guess I can start.
Yeah, how
Rui
about it?
getting traded. Oh my. He got traded for the Lakers needed a wing who can score the ball. I would like him come off the bench, but they said they go try to start him. But the trade was Rui for Kendrick Nunn in three seconds. I don't know what the Wizards are doing, bro. I really don't. Like, what are they doing as an organization? Because like you really had some sort of value, and you only get like Kendrick Nunn and 3 second round picks. That's like you could have just called New York and say, "Let me get Cam Reddish," like and like 2 picks. Like
Yeah, I
I
did
ah,
hear
like
that
that
Cam
point.
Reddish was in trade talks as well.
exactly, Beyonce, exactly. Like dog, like at this point, you just I don't know what y'all doing.
Yeah.
Porzingis is hurt apparently.
Although
Um,
he's trying to come back soon.
he's hurt. Bradley Beal, they not just
He's
blow it
coming
up,
back.
bro. Just blow it up.
And well, yeah, I've been saying to blow it up, but the problem is with Beal, they don't really have. That's too big of a contract to move.
Yeah, and plus it's a super max contract as well, so it's not.
He got a
And he's
Yeah.
got the
super.
20%
Wait,
super
Deontay, he
max.
got a super.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They gave this man.
This is why,
Hey,
if you remember way back when we were grading off season, this is why I gave them such a low grade.
A super. He's mid. Never
I
mind.
know,
Never mind. Never
oh,
mind.
and no trade
well,
clause,
mm,
and 20% trade kicker, so he makes 20% more after he gets traded.
Oh my god. Oh my
Yeah.
god. He. Yo, I need his agent, bro. That agent
hey,
got him
you
a
know what?
deal.
He got his money. He got paid. Hey. You know, that
Like, good for him.
I'm not blaming him for it, but
Bro,
bad
I'm not.
decision.
I would never hate a man going after his paper. You go after
agreed.
your paper, man. You go after your paper. For the
Mhm.
Lakers, actually Deontay had the perfect thing for it because he saw it. What the Lakers did, like we talked about it before the
Oh
pad.
my goodness.
He
So
had the
I'll be real
perfect
quick
thing for
about
it.
it.
Go ahead.
I'll
Go
be real
ahead.
quick about it. So basically, when the trade happened, you know, me and my friends from my other group chat, we were just talking about it. And one of my friends just had this to say about the Lakers. He said that the Lakers basically went from a first round exit to a first round exit. Quote unquote.
And like,
Hey, you didn't hear from me. Hey, you know
your group
what?
chat not lying though, because like, what do they get better at? Like, would they really get better? Like,
Shooting.
he's a 33% 3-point shooter.
Mm, mm.
It's
Uh-huh.
better than Kendrick Nunn, but yeah, fair.
Like you can say the scoring and then like he's 6'8" scoring and like
Yeah.
I would say
And
you
it's a
can't even say
position
defense.
that they need to fill that I think they are more desperate to fill, but they're more in need of.
Okay.
But
I just this doesn't move me to say they're even in the play-in still.
yeah, it doesn't move them much, and I think they've got more to do. Of course, not. I think they really want to do something. They have more to do.
Actually
But
thinking about it, they're just making the Wizards on the Lakers. They're just
they
making the
got
Wizards on the Lakers. Westbrook,
Pretty much.
Thomas Bryant, Hachimura, and other dude. Gabriel played for the Wizards too. They're just making the Wizards. They
when
just
you
I
get.
making the
mean,
Oh
Wizards.
yeah, shit.
They just making the Wizards.
is this
Westbrook,
even a win-win for either team?
no.
No.
Yes, actually, yes.
Uh,
Yes. Because the Lakers is a win-win just because they got the better player, I guess.
Yeah, like I wouldn't call it a win-win necessarily because I thought surely that they'd be able to get more out of Hachimura, even if it's like Cam Reddish, which just for the record, the Knicks apparently only want a second for him, or 2 seconds, or whatever the hell it was. So they could have gotten Cam Reddish and maybe a couple seconds or something, which is better than Kendrick Nunn and 3 seconds by a mile.
I ain't gonna lie.
right.
If I'm the Lakers, if the Knicks just wanted a second, yo, Knicks,
Just
I got 2
call it up.
seconds. I got 2 seconds.
Like, nah,
And
you're
then,
giving up. Nah, you're really giving up 3 seconds. I can't even
but
fathom
somebody who
this.
got to get paid this offseason. He got to
True.
get paid this offseason. Oh, if
Mhm.
you let him walk too, oh my God.
Yeah, let's just put two and two together, and it's not looking pretty. I would say for either team, it's not looking pretty.
Now, if the Lakers got Westbrook, no, if the Lakers got, sorry, not Westbrook, if the Lakers got Cam and Rui, now like that bench become from ass to
At
all
least
right,
somewhat serviceable.
right, and they
Because
could have done it
yep,
because
because
Deontay,
right
they just needed
now,
a
yep.
second. They just needed the
Because
second.
right now the Lakers are currently sitting at 22-25, and they've won 2 games in a row.
They've been on a decent enough run. Still a playing team, but
I don't understand how you can. Cam was sitting right there for a lot cheaper, a lot cheaper, a lot cheaper, and then
yeah,
they was saying they can give up quickly because quickly. Oh my God! You could have got a package. You could have got a package. You
they
could have
could
got a package.
they could have gotten so much more out of Rui. I'm disappointed. Um,
You could have got a package. Wow. Uh,
now,
Hmm. I
now
mean, if you would have to grade this trade, what kind of grade would you give it?
mm. For both sides or just for one
I would
side?
say I guess, yeah, I would say for both
a
sides.
grade per side. I'll go first. I'd give the Wizards a C minus and the Lakers a B. Like for the Lakers, I like that they actually tried to add on to the roster. I still think there's a player in Rui Hachimura. I don't know how much it'll show, but
This defense is so
it's a
bad.
low risk trade.
Yeah, it
for
is.
them.
Right,
His
right,
And
right.
defense
then
is so bad though.
I thought, of course, more is going to come out soon, surely, about like what kind of trade packages teams would have been willing to offer for Rui. But
Wait, this just got worse. Real quick question for both of y'all: who do you think is a better player, Rui Hachimura or Josh Richardson?
for that team, Josh Richardson.
Yeah, I'm
So,
gonna have to go agree with Josh Richardson.
But
Yeah.
doesn't Josh Richardson? No, they make the same amount of money.
time out. I'm glad that y'all said that because okay, we're on the same page. Okay, this is a great thing about
Just
having
fit
people on the
for
same.
that team. By the way,
Yeah, I
The
remember the Celtics had
Spurs,
him at one point.
the Spurs only asked for a second for Josh Richardson. You could do a lot better.
they
So
could have
instead,
gone Cam and Josh Richardson, maybe. I mean,
And then you still could have finessed a way to get rid. Oh my god.
obviously, like they probably I'm sure Rob Pelinka isn't that dumb, but there's a chance. Of course, like all these reports are like
Focus, please focus. Please.
I don't know if
focus.
it will. Just send a screenshot to the group chat. Oh, it's kind of no, it's not because it's going with like the blurred background thing.
Oh yeah,
oh yeah,
Yeah, just send a screenshot.
yeah,
to
it's
the
kind of
group
going
chat.
back and forth, but it's all good.
But yeah,
but
I
He
feel like
just
the
said-
Wizards could have gotten more. Rui, I think he's an okay fit. It's an improvement, but like
Doug McDermott,
Eh.
they just wanted seconds for. Oh
according
wow.
to who? Mike A. Oh shit, yeah, he's pretty good.
Yeah, they literally could have had either Doug McDermott or Josh Richardson.
And give me those two over Rui. I get a defensive 3-and-D shooting guard and a person who's a sniper from 3 and Doug McDermott.
Oh,
Like, right, like, come on.
okay.
man.
A lot of the replies are saying he's a Celtic. Bruv, one, he was just here. Two, we're fine on guards, honestly.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't need him. Not good. But at least this means Kyle Kuzma found a home in Washington. That means they're not going to try to. Denny and Kyle Kuzma, I like that front court. I like that front court. And Porzingis
You
playing
said
the
Kuzma
5.
and who?
Denny, Kyle Kuzma, and Porzingis, I like that front court.
I like that too. But I mean, Porzingis is probably going to be going. But
now we move
Anyway.
on to.
and I think I said in my video that I'm like, I feel like not people. I feel like there's still something with Denny. Some people have given up on him. I still good defender, good size, decent enough passer.
Good passer.
I feel like there's still a player in there. But yeah, just kind of as a thing, like the Wizards are such a poorly run organization.
Yeah.
Genuinely.
What grade would you give him? What grade would you give him?
What
Yeah.
grade would I give this
The
trade?
Yeah, the Lakers and
each team.
I mean, the fact that the Lakers could have gotten a second for guys like Josh Richardson and
Oh, I didn't take that into account.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the C- for the Lakers.
Okay.
Yeah.
And for Washington.
It gave up.
And then Washington, I mean, hey, y'all basically fleeced the Lakers out of 3 second-round picks. So I'll give them the B- a B.
Really? So you just swapped mine. I thought they could have gotten more out of Rui.
I mean, I'll be honest, they could have gotten a lot more, but hey, they were just looking for a second. But hey, they really
got a salary dump
3
too.
second-round pick, which is crazy. That was the overhaul.
They got a salary dump. So I would give the Lakers a C and the Wizards. Actually, I'll give the Wizards an A. Reason why I say the Wizards gets an A in this trade, they get a salary dump. They don't have to pay Kendrick Nunn after this season. Don't have to pay Kendrick Nunn. You get 3 firsts. You get 3 seconds, which you can do a lot in this draft with 3 seconds, and you can flip it to a first. If they flip that pick into a first, they won that trade easily.
Flip that into like a late first.
Won that trade easily. you don't have to pay Rui what 15 million minimum he wanted. So he didn't want to be there anyways either. So like what? That's a like Deontay said, 3 second rounders. That's
you almost said what? 3 first round pick? That would have been crazy.
But
no.
3 second rounders.
This trade market is not that broken.
This 3 second rounders is ridiculous. Thinking about it.
But hey, the Wizards got it done.
Yeah. Congratulations to the Wizards. Congratulations to the Lakers. Y'all got what y'all wanted. See it. Move on. Move on to my take, the Miami Heat take.
So if you missed last pod, 1, go listen to it. 2, I don't remember exactly what the setup was.
I got it. I can set the pace. I got it.
Yeah.
So I came out and said some wild stuff at the beginning. I said, hey, yo, low-key the Heat. I got the Heat making out the East if they don't have to face certain teams in the bracket. And I got a Heat Clippers finals. And like thinking about it now, it's not bad. It's most likely won't happen. But the Heat are 14 out of 20 in their they won 14 out of their last 20 games.
It was a good take. And one of your defenses was last season with the Celtics Heat. And you are completely right. That was a game winner off. Tyler Hero plays. He'd probably take that series.
And the only thing I don't see them making the finals if they run into the Celtics this year, because give me Celtics in 6. They won't play around. They won't play around with the Heat. They know how dangerous the Heat are. They won't play around. Tatum and Brown. As much as people want to put stuff on their name like Brown, they don't have a ball. Brown doesn't have a ball handle. Tatum needs to clean up the playmaking or whatever. They show out when they need to. Definitely in crucial moments, they show out.
And the thing is also, let me just say, in that series and a lot of the finals too, how you saw it in some of the Bucks series. The Celtics were really fatigued. Since the trade deadline, the Celtics were playing, I called it 7.5 deep because the third bench guy only got like 8 or so minutes. And that was since the trade deadline. So it was guaranteed to wear out the guys. Now we're playing more depth. We're playing 9 or 10 deep and actually playing those guys a decent amount of minutes. So we're not going to be as fatigued, 1. And 2, sure, the roster might be mostly the same, but I feel like this isn't the same Miami team.
It's not. And I give the Celtics credit. Y'all did y'all thing last year. Y'all had some game 7s where y'all played a lot of game 7s where y'all just y'all stepped up crazy.
Besides that Brooklyn Nets series, like we've been playing a lot of game 7s.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say this right now. I don't trust the Bucks at all. And I agree with you, Deontay. For a minute, I thought you was tripping. The Bucks do not favor me to win the championship. They don't. I
don't know. And I think we talked about the Bucks last pod, right?
Oh, yes, we did. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like,
Deontay said they really don't put fear in me. He said it. I agree.
I mean,
of course.
Yeah, because right now, I don't think they have. I'm not sure if they have Giannis or Middleton back yet.
Giannis is back. Middleton came off
the injuries have been killing the Bucks, man.
Injuries and like Middleton took a step back. Giannis took a step back, as in like his mid range is not there anymore.
His efficiency hasn't been there.
His mid range is not there anymore. Drew Holiday is not the offensive player that we all know he.
Drew's actually been pretty good.
He's not. I don't trust him in playoffs. I trust his defense, but I trust his defense and playmaking. The scoring, third option. I don't think a third option is going to get you out the East.
That's fair.
I just trust. Honestly, if I see Bucks and Heat, I trust the Heat just because they got better perimeter shooting, as in like Jimmy will actually like take Jimmy's 3-pointer in the playoffs somehow jumps from like in the regular season 27 to like 37% on like good volume. So I trust Jimmy closing out games more than Giannis, and that sounds crazy, but I just trust the Heat when if I see Heat Celtics, if I see Heat Bucks. But I still got y'all still the favorites coming out. Nothing's changed. The Heat is a team that like certain teams got to be scary or got to watch out for.
And the Heat,
Watch out.
I feel like are the real team you shouldn't count out, not the
Yeah.
Lakers. But because Jimmy Butler in the playoffs becomes a top 3
Oh
player.
yes, Jimmy Butler in the playoffs is a different breed. Yes, and we as Celtics fans experienced
Yeah,
that last time
we suffered through that
Mm-hmm.
many times. We did in the bubble. We just did last year.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised because the Heat, out of their last 10 games, they're 6-4.
Yeah,
Right now,
and
they're currently sitting at 26-22, but however, they're dangerously close to being a playing team, but the Knicks are 25-23.
I
However,
don't
they
trust
lost
the Knicks.
4 games.
I don't trust the Knicks either.
I don't
Yeah,
trust it.
no.
Like Jalen Brunson's good. Like they got decent personnel, but it's just like they don't have.
And
They're in such a weird dilemma where they don't have an All NBA player, but they're still good.
And Deontay moved me because off the pod we talked about the teams who really strike fear. Philadelphia, I don't trust Philadelphia until I see them win it.
By no means do I trust Philadelphia. Not
I need to
Doc
see them
Rivers at
do
the helm.
something in a
in a
not
meaningful
be
series.
weird in a playoff series.
I don't trust Philadelphia.
I
This
mean,
might be a crazy take, but the Cavs is not striking fear in me anymore. I see how their offense is. If Donovan Mitchell and Darius Garland is not in their bags, Karis LeVert go
It's
get in his
fair,
bag.
but they just
I don't
need.
know. They need a wing
They need a wing bad.
who
Like
can
that's
3-and-D wing.
that's their agenda for the trade deadline.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm trying to think. Jesus, yeah, I'm trying to think what teams scare me. I'm looking at the list. Yeah, I don't trust Philly. Milwaukee is an asterisk. I most definitely do not trust the Nets. From what I'm hearing from you guys, I don't
Speaking
trust
of with the
Cleveland
Nets,
either.
real quick. Of course, I think they've only played 5 games since the injury, but they've not looked good. So I was wrong. I'll take fault.
And the
They've
Heat,
looked
like I
bad.
said, the Heat is really the real ones who okay, shit, they have.
Maybe you know what? I'll put an asterisk next to the Heat too.
They have the best coach. They have the best coach out of all the teams we named. Of course, not including Boston, but out of Milwaukee, Philly, and them, Eric Spoelstra clears all their coaching. I trust Jimmy, but I just trust Jimmy. I trust Jimmy.
I trust Jimmy in the playoffs.
I trust Jimmy more than I trust the entire Philadelphia Sixers.
That's a fact.
Me too.
That's a fact.
Me too. Yeah. And let me also with Milwaukee, they're always a team that you have to watch in the playoffs because they've got Giannis, but
it just feels weird this year. It just feels weird.
They tend to feel weird in the regular season, but this year is even more than
just regular, even more weird.
Than in years past.
Yeah. I need playoffs to come around because actually I need this trade deadline season to pass because after that we'll know who's really serious. We'll know who's really serious about winning. I think some teams are one piece away from actually making some noise. Top teams in their conference don't need to. The only 2 teams that I feel like don't need to make a move this year at all: Celtics, Nuggets. Besides those 2 teams don't have to make a move at all. They got what they need. You just start gunning now. But that's the Heat take, basically. That was the Heat take. Go ahead, Alex.
Anyway, before we get on to midseason awards, in the first quarter, Sacramento went 12 for 13 from 3.
12 for 13 from 3 in the first quarter.
So now I understand why they have the highest scoring offense at 120 points per game.
They do, and their offense rating is second best in the league. Now, the thing, just for the record, for offense, it is actually almost more important to look at rating because that's per 100 possessions.
Yeah.
And they've got De'Aaron Fox, so of course they've got one of the highest paces in the league. So they've got the second highest offensive rating in the league behind Denver, who doesn't have more points per game because they play at one of the slowest paces in the league. Anyway, they do just because they've got De'Aaron Fox and Domantas Sabonis.
They work well off each other, surprisingly.
And they actually have really good floor spacing this year.
And a developing star in Keegan Murray.
Yeah, Keegan Murray. I don't know if he quite has that star potential, but he's going to be in the NBA for at least 10 years, barring injury.
He got Chris Middleton potential, which is all-star potential. He got Chris Middleton potential.
Okay. I think he could be like a 3-and-D and maybe develop a bit of shot creation.
Chris Middleton? It's not like Chris Middleton.
Well, the thing is, Middleton has way better shot creation. But yeah. It's not great. I'm not saying it's great, but I think we'll see. Actually, that's not a bad comp at all.
I know, I said it. Thank you.
see, y'all are cool,
Keegan Murray's been fantastic.
What's wrong?
De'Aaron Fox is awesome.
Kevin Huerter can't miss from three. He just doesn't
Kevin
know how to
Huerter,
miss.
Because the thing is, the DHOs with Sabonis and Huerter have been.
Not us.
I think I saw a stat, and it's like 1.28 points per possession when they run a Kevin Huerter Sabonis DHO.
Yeah.
It was 1.38.
Okay.
But yeah.
It's good.
So I'm not big into stats like that. I just kind of hear shit, whatever. I'm on Twitter.
He looked on Twitter and it popped up on his timeline.
No, this was Thinking Basketball.
He looked on Thinking Basketball.
It's YouTube.
I know.
Their YouTube channel that I actually really like.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch. Jesus Christ. And they make great content, man.
They really do.
Thinking YouTube. Hoop Intellect is a good one. By anything's basketball is a good one. Boy, I could go crazy, but they don't need my shout out because they go crazy. They go crazy.
Yeah.
But I can't wait to get into the real thing. It's the mid-season awards because
yeah, now we got to do mid-season awards. Of course, we're a bit more than halfway through the season, especially by the time this is up, we might be at like 48 to 50 games, but shut up. We do things our own way.
Why Alex? Hey, yo, Alex sound like a little hood. He said that we do things our way. We get.
I don't know what the hell I'm saying. I'm trying to sound like a dickhead. Like, yeah, fuck you. We do whatever. Show me the NBA standings.
What are we going to start?
I'm trying to see get an average of how many games it. Okay, teams are a blurred line around 45 to 48 games through.
Where are we going to start off at for this award?
We start with, I think clear cut is Rookie of the Year.
Rookie of the Year? I think we all have the same one. It's Paolo.
Yeah, I agree, Paolo.
Paolo's just different. He doesn't look like a rookie.
Yeah.
He looks like he was in the league for at least a good 5-10 years.
Yeah. He looks fantastic. Now, of course, some of his shot selection needs a bit of work, but I think also, 1, more experience, 2, some more help around him, and that'll be way better.
A better backcourt around him. Because that backcourt is garbage.
He was drafted. How old was he? I think it was 20, right? Or 19?
I forgot it.
Not the old. Hold on. I think he's 20. I think he might be 19. I could be wrong.
How old is Paolo Banchero?
He's 20.
Yeah, he's. I'm like, I swear
he was 19 when he was drafted.
Yeah.
watching this NBA draft, like I've never seen that many 18-year-olds or 19-year-olds drafted like ever. And was like this was like one of the very few times that I watched the NBA draft. I'm like, holy crap, like you have guys coming in at 18, 19, 20, like it's just a plethora of youth. And then Paulo is just doing his thing.
Yeah.
Paulo is like, I'm the best player in this draft class. It's not close.
Yeah, and that's the thing. So I think we we're all consensus. It's Paolo.
Yeah, without a doubt.
I think he'll probably, like, barring something, injury or something, I think he'll be consensus rookie of the year. Who would you say is second and third for you guys? Which I think is also pretty clear, but Deontay, go first.
Jesus, who would
I'm putting you on the spot.
Jesus Christ, who would be second? I mean,
Sorry.
Jesus, you have guys like Keegan Murray and then Jaden Ivey. Jesus Christ, it's tough. I mean, it's tough. I will say that.
So you've got Keegan Murray. Like, you're saying it's between Keegan Murray and Jaden Ivey?
I would think so.
You know what? Because Ben Mathurin did fall off. I
dead ass forgot Ben Math was that.
He fell off.
Yeah,
I wouldn't say he fell off, but it's like
he's shooting like the shooting is terrible. Like, not terrible, but
may I just say real quick?
Go ahead.
Yes,
it's the rookie guard thing.
Yeah,
it's what always happens. I went on a huge rant about this on the last pod or 2 pods ago, whatever the hell. Every single rookie guard is inconsistent. Every single rookie guard. So to expect to get down on someone after a blessed stretch is really dumb when they're a rookie guard. And it's what's so infuriating about NBA Twitter.
Yeah.
Anyway,
it's going to be tough, especially for a guard, because you have to remember that they take a while to develop.
Yeah, and not only that, guards tend to take more jump shots, so guards tend to be more inconsistent as players. They're
either the primary ball handler, secondary, or either primary
pretty much on cutting and jump shooting.
Right.
Well, as long as they don't turn out to be a Ben Simmons, then we'll be fine.
I think my 3 is Paulo. I'm gonna sound like a homer. Paulo, Ivy, Mathurin.
Is Paulo Ivy okay? I mean, and 4th is Keegan.
Yeah, Keegan's 4th.
As long as those are your top 4, well, as long as 2 through 4 are that, I think you're fine.
Yeah.
Like, my order is, of course, Paulo. Second, I am going to put Jaden Ivey, Keegan, and then Ben Math. But 2 through 4.
Honorable mention, Jalen Williams from Oklahoma City.
OKC, yeah, he's been great. Nice. He's been fantastic.
You're gonna make a rookie team.
Yeah. And Shaden Sharp has been okay.
He's mid.
He's shown why he was so sought after in high school. So I'm like, that's all you can really expect.
Right.
That's all you can really ask. Once again, rookie guard thing, and the amount of minutes he's getting is super inconsistent.
He's behind Dame and them boys over there.
Yeah.
Next, can we do 6-man?
6-man is next.
Who want to go first for 6-man? Because Alex, you can't go first. You went first. Deontay, 6-man. Because I think I know who your 6-man. Okay. I think I know who your 6-man is. Go ahead, Deontay.
We might have the same one.
Clear cut 6-man. It would have to be Malcolm Brogdon. Malcolm Brogdon, simply because he has just been that consistent for the Celtics, especially coming off the bench. Now, when we first got him, I thought he was. I thought originally he was going to fill in the role of Marcus Smart because we needed somebody that was a true point guard. You know, I appreciate Marcus Smart and him stepping up to be that point guard, but he really wasn't a true point guard. You know, he was drafted as a shooting guard. And when you go from shooting guard to point guard, it's going to be a lot. You know, we just needed somebody that was going to take command of the floor every time he dribbles the ball. You know, just be like a floor general, if you will. But Malcolm Brogdon, in my eyes, I believe he is well, at least in my opinion, the sixth man of the year, simply because of his efficiency. You know, coming off the bench.
I
That's fair.
agree. I agree. I agree. The only other person I'll say it's gonna come down. It's a three-man race, which it shouldn't be a three-man race, but off of name, popularity, and what it's done, it's gonna be either Brogdon, Poole, and Westbrook. And just because Westbrook, just because he decided to come off the bench, and wow, he's good coming off the bench. Of course he is. Jordan Poole, he gets starter time. He gets a lot of starting tick. So I don't know if he's going to qualify for six man of the year. I
Yeah,
don't know,
that's my question.
Yeah,
but it should be clear cut. Malcolm Brogdon. Malcolm Brogdon does everything on the floor, defends well, efficiency as well, play makes. He doesn't miss a beat when he comes in. So um, he's yeah, six man of the year for me.
Honestly, and my pick, Homer completely, but it is Malcolm Brogdon for me too. He, as everyone said, consistent, super efficient. And as Deontay, as you said, I thought he was gonna start. It was gonna be him, Smart, Brogdon, Smart, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, and then Time Lord. But that hasn't been the case, and he came off the bench, and he's been fantastic. I like him running the bench role, running the bench, because honestly, like he just he does bring like he's a true point guard. That's really what it is, and he would start on most other teams. Now the one thing with Marcus Smart last year, really, of course, he's not a true point guard, but this year he's actually been pretty damn good as a
oh,
point
I
guard.
agree.
His
Yep.
passing has improved a lot. Of course, we had a big win against Golden State, but right at the end of that game, I think it was in overtime. No, I think it was in overtime when uh he made a really bad decision, but
Oh, I know what
that's
decision you're talking
yeah,
about. My
those are
goodness.
becoming way less uh those are occurring way less, which is great to see. That was just really clear because it was right at the end of the game. But anyway, it's Malcolm Brogdon. Second place for me is between Russ and Ben Math. I don't know if Jordan Poole will qualify. If he does, then I think he's second for me. But I don't know if he'll qualify.
Okay. Uh, so I guess yeah, I go first on this one. Next one is DPOI.
Yeah, defensive player.
My top three. My top three goes Brooke Lopez, Jaren Jackson
Ooh,
Jr., and Bam Adebayo. Um,
Hmm.
it was OG Ananobi. Then I realized Bam does everything on the floor. Now I'll tell you why my list is like this. Reason why I don't have Jaren Jackson one is because as good as he is on defense, he fouls as many times as he's only as good as defense as long as he plays on the floor, and that means he gets in foul trouble like that. He can't stay in the game long enough to really impact defense. When he's there, he'll get your blocks. He'll get three blocks in a row, then get three fouls in a row. Now you got to set him. His he still has a problem of getting away from quick early fouls. And somebody go throw a stat out there saying Jaren Jackson really the foul thing is really not the headline of him. It is because you still got to play closing minutes against big time teams to be really impactful defensively. Brook Lopez is my number one because foul trouble is not an issue for him. Good rim protector. Good rim protector. Can help side when Giannis is switched on and got to be the rim protector. He does everything. Can guard in space really well for a big man, and they have one of the better defenses in the league for a reason. And my last one is Bam Adebayo, just because I said Bam because I see him. I see what Bam be done. It was Nicholas Claxton too. My third was Nicholas Claxton, but I give it to Bam because I've seen it more consistent from Bam. And Bam is legitimately switch on from 1 to 5 and guarding all of them effectively from when he gets
That's a fair
switched on to the
point.
when he switched on to the perimeter, he's guarding guards and then meet him at the rim. He's stonewalling bigger guys like bigger wings, stonewalling them on the perimeter and still being a rim protector. He is Miami's legit anchor on defense. Like out of those three teams, no, out of those three players, he is the last like line of defense as a rim protector. Brook, no, Lopez got Giannis. Jaren Jackson got Steven Adams. Who does Bam have? Like, who does Bam have?
Jimmy Butler, but that's ahead of him.
Jimmy Butler, but they're not rim protectors, and they're not rim protectors, or no, Jimmy Butler is not a rim protector, is not a shot blocker from the help side like everybody else
Right.
is. So I gotta, if Bam was a little bit better, like if Bam could do a little bit more, and that's crazy, he would be my number one.
Yeah, I would view Bam as a rim protector. I really don't see Jimmy Butler as a rim protector. When
No,
I think of
he's
rim
absolutely
protectors, I
not
think
one.
like I think of course R. Rob Williams and Al Horford and Bam. That's what I think of when it comes to rim protectors.
Mm-hmm. For defensive player of the year, Deontay, do you want to go or should I?
Yeah, I'll go on this one.
Yeah,
So
thank you, because I need to still think mine out.
yeah, I mean it's pretty much a straightforward list right now. I mean, these are well, and these are in no particular order. These are like the top three. Jaren Jackson Jr., Nick Claxton, and then Brooke Lopez.
So
That's
Bam
fair.
Now,
is out. Bam is
mhm,
out for you. I like it. I can't get mad at it because I like
No,
Nicholas Claxton. I
you can.
like Nicholas Claxton.
The thing is, with all of your guys' choices, you cannot get mad.
The
nah, I
reason why I'm
couldn't even get
shocked,
mad.
Deontay, by you saying Nicholas Claxton, because you're not a Brooklyn Nets fan. And you saying Nicholas Claxton means he actually does a lot on defense for you.
Yeah, he does. Like I'm hearing a lot of people speak highly regardful of Claxton because he's one of he can every single game he can guard a 1 through 5 just like with
Bam.
Bam, and
Maybe, and
I'll even throw Bam in there as like a fourth option.
yeah, and just by the way, like for Nick Claxton, he of course doesn't guard guards as well as Bam does, but he's a
His
better rim
recovery,
protector than Bam is.
his recovery is better than Bam's is.
Yeah,
That's why
he
he guard
has
guards.
like a whole
His
bunch like his quickness. It's off the charts, man.
his
Yeah,
recovery time from
Mm-hmm.
is crazy. It's better than Bam's, and Bam's is pretty solid. But
yeah,
yeah,
but yeah. So Deontay, who'd you say is your number one?
Number one, I have to go with Jaren. Jaren.
yeah, he,
That's a fair point.
yeah.
I think that's fair. I'm gonna have to talk through mine because I'm still undecided. So for Jaren, of course, like he's been especially lately on an absolute tear on defense. Fouls are still a bit of a problem, but they've been way better than seasons past. Still a problem, but not as bad. Nick Claxton lately has been great because Nick Claxton's always been like more of a theory, like, oh, he could be this, could be that, whatever. now he's finally showing it. So I think that's super important and good for him. Of course, you got Bam, who's been great. Brook Lopez has been great. But the only reason why I would lean away from Brook Lopez, as good as he's been, is that he does have Giannis with him.
Yeah.
So that could definitely help. Now, I believe, where is Milwaukee? Milwaukee has the third best defensive rating in the league. So that's... Oh my God. By any chance, did you guys hear that?
Yeah, I heard that.
Sorry, that was my fucking dog.
You're good, bro.
She's fucking weird. Anyway,
And
you got that. So I'm looking at defensive rating things. Honestly, what's his name in Cleveland?
Jared
He's
Allen?
second year, so he's definitely not going to win, but he deserves a
Evan Mobley.
shout.
Mm.
Evan Mobley, I think, has been.
Yeah,
I'll
and
take
opponent's point per game. I mean, Cleveland is.
I'll take
Cleveland's
like
got the second best defense in the league.
I'll take 6 players better than him on defense easily.
Yeah,
Maybe
I
10.
agree.
Maybe
I agree.
10.
Maybe not 10, but I'll
I'll take Dylan Brooks over him.
Dylan, ooh, that's.
I'll take OG Anunoby.
Yeah, me
I'll
too.
take Jaren Jackson. No, I'll take Jaren Jackson, Jared Allen.
too. Maybe not Jared, because Jared isn't as versatile. But anyway,
What?
the only reason why I don't want to include not Jared Allen, OG
I'll take
Anunoby,
Embiid.
is because you look at defensive rating. Theirs is 19th right now. So
OG Anunoby leads the league in steals and deflections per game.
yeah, I
Can't do that.
I value him very highly, but I think with how they vote on defense, with how they vote on it, he doesn't fit the criteria as well, because you need to have a good team defense, and his team defense has been bad.
Not necessarily, but
19th in the league.
And he's still top 5 in voting.
Yeah, I know. That's not saying, like, I'm saying for the NBA, well, what tends to be the criteria for that. I'm not saying I agree with it, because I would probably have him in my top 3, but his
team success,
general criteria.
Team success on defense. Yep, I feel it.
Anyway,
what
popular my top 3. Screw it. I'm gonna go Jaren Jackson, Nick Claxton, then probably Bam. Then Brook Lopez is close fourth.
Okay. We all got valid points because they're all something else defense.
Yeah, you can't really go very wrong. And then OG Anunoby, throw him in 5th.
I really wanted to go to OG because
Me
tired
too.
of like big man getting the awards. I was hyped when Marcus Smart got it, and I was thinking OG is gonna be next because OG is a wing. He's doing crazy. He started off good at the beginning of the season.
Maybe next year if he gets traded.
Yeah.
Traded to where?
I don't know, but I think Toronto should blow it up. But that's a topic for another day, unless we went over it last pod. I don't know.
It's a topic for another day.
Okay, real quick on Toronto, they are kind of managing 2 timelines right now with
trying to
Scotty
be good,
Barnes,
trying to be good and develop star talent. Yeah,
and developing Scotty. And they don't have that superstar player, and I don't know why they're not gelling, because player for player they're good, but anyway, that's a whole for another day.
Here we go. That MVP award, boy.
No. We got most improved.
Shit, we do. Damn, I was waiting for that MVP. Most improved. Most improved is easy for everybody. I think we all have the same answer.
As long as you're top 2.
It's just like rookie of the year. Everybody got the same answer. I'm pretty sure we can all answer.
No. You can go between 1 and 2, between the top 2. I think. Who's your top 1?
Shea is number 1. It's
okay.
Not close.
Because me too.
It's gotta be Shea.
You could also go with Lowry,
but
they also aren't huge on like okay, change of scenery. That's what's causing it. They could look at it like that, but yeah, no, Shea's my number one.
Shea's my number one. The man is
Yeah,
averaging
yeah,
still
Shea.
30.
Oh no, I'm a Shea.
Shea's averaging 30, and their team is a
Is
play-in team.
He
Damn near.
is. I'm sorry. He is. I think the only reason why they're not the worst team in the league.
He's the only reason why they're about to contend for a play-in spot.
They. He is the most fucking. I have not looked at clutch stats. I have no idea if this is actually true, but he is the most clutch player in the league.
He's different. He's different.
He's.
And then Laurie's number 2. After that, it's wide open. I feel like it's a two-person race, and Laurie
That's the
and
thing. I don't know. There's not. Jalen Brunson you could put down, but that's also like a change of scenery thing. Once again, as good as he's been.
Ooh, I think I might put Brunson there too.
Who?
Because look what he's doing with the Knicks. He has been one of the Knicks probably greatest signing since. Yeah, I can't remember.
Well, the Knicks haven't made many great signings. Let's be real, in their history. But I get what you mean. He's been good.
I don't know.
I'm just trying to think. Jeremy Grant hasn't had the box score uptick, but he's had a really good offensive improvement. Sorry, efficiency improvement. But he hasn't put up enough points.
And
he's not going to be there.
And their team has dropped oh my god,
dramatically.
You
were trying to say drastically or dramatically.
Yes. Yeah, I got stuck on both of them.
But, spoiler alert, my video is that's on Wednesday is titled The Trailblazers Fooled Me.
So we all got the same most improved.
Right. Deontay, you got Shea?
Yep, we all got Shea.
Yep.
Shea is still averaging 30. I have to say more, and his team isn't playing. That clears.
Come on, come on, folks.
He just got 37 in his game winner yesterday. He does this. Now can we get to MVP? Because
this is a very fun one. I can't wait for this one.
Beyonce, you are a guest, boy. Go crazy. Start us off with MVP.
All right, so my clear runner for MVP, and I know I'm a little bit biased because I'm a Celtics fan, but I might have to go with Tatum. I mean, Tatum right now, he's having a career year for himself. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, let me demonstrate you the greatness that is Jason Tatum. So right now he's third in the league in points scored, which is 31.2. He's actually tied for first in rebounds at 8.5 or 8.5 rebounds, which is absolutely crazy. And he's been averaging, and this season he's been averaging more minutes played, and right now he's shooting at 46.8% from the field, and he's also shooting it 35.1% from the 3-point range.
How many attempts?
Honestly, I would be more than happy if Tatum, he's having a career year in Boston, and mind you that he also has Jaylen Brown alongside him too, who in my opinion should be an all-star. But my clear cut is Tatum, and then second would have to be Jokic. I mean, he's
a question on the Tatum. How many attempts from three? I feel like it's something crazy. I feel like it's 9. Oh, it's 6.
Mm-hmm.
How many assists per game is Jason Tatum averaging?
Oh, he's
how many assists per game is Jason Tatum averaging? Sorry, if you're only listening, I asked Siri. 4.3. But the thing is with that's not something the stats are going to show as well.
Exactly.
The stats, because that's one you got to watch, because his playmaking has been fantastic.
Along with the along with the defensive
Defense, the
side of
defense.
things. Like
And
he's
Uh,
a good defender,
his
man.
defense has been great too.
I said this on the last pod. Personally, Tatum is the better defender to me, like the best defender on y'all team, as in he can guard guards and switch on to bigs and have no problems. Like Tatum,
Mm-hmm.
Tatum jumped from defense from last year to this year. It's increasingly like crazy. And Tatum was good last season. How did he get even better? Like that's a real question to
You're
have.
saying on defense, right?
Both sides of the ball.
Okay.
He
Because
was
I know
good.
how he got better. Like, I think it's kind of clear, but
Of
not clear.
course, it was a hypothetical. Because he was already
Yeah,
super
sorry.
good last season. You good. But you said so yours goes Tatum, Jokic.
Tatum, Jokic, yep. And then third it would have to be Luka. The fact that he has balled out consistently on a nightly basis, even without help, it's off the charts. Like, come on. I mean, Luka, we can put him on a tier of his own at this point.
Alex, you wanna go? Or you want me to go?
Sure.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, buddy.
Um.
Come on.
So my first place is Jokic.
Mm.
I'm not going to be a homer. Sorry.
No,
I
it's
gotta
all
go
good.
with Jokic.
I mean, shoot, it's tough because
Jokic is shooting 61 or 63%.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember which it is. 25, 11, and 10 or something like that. And of course, like his points, that's not the most astounding thing in the world. I think his points are down I think he's down a
He's
point and a half per
he's
game.
almost averaging a triple double this season.
He's at 9.9 assists. Just
Yep, 9.9.
round up 0.1.
Like I don't know
He's down,
how
I
like
think,
I
a
don't know
point and
how
a
they
half
do
per
that.
game.
I don't know. It's just some advanced metrics that we're not accustomed to seeing.
It's not even advanced metrics necessarily. It's just I don't get it. I don't get how. Because I'll be honest, he doesn't pass the eye test that well. I think we've all known that. Of course, he's not the most flashy player, but you just are watching the game, and then they show a stat like Jokic has 20 points, and it has 20, 10, and 10, and you're like, what? How did that even happen? He's, I think, the only example of heliocentrism, which for listeners who don't know what that means, like everything running through one guy, like what's happening with Luka, what happened with Harden and Houston, that type of thing. It's just an example of that working perfectly. So he's been super efficient even with jump shots. I think his true shooting is what is his true shooting?
67%.
Yeah,
He
I
has
was like,
one of the most efficient true shooting seasons. To put it in perspective, Steph Curry shot 50, 40, 90. KD did 50, 40, 90. He's right behind there. He's right behind them guys.
And then he's got the playmaking upside that they didn't. It's insane.
Definitely making himself so.
It's truly like, of course, voter fatigue. And I'm like, okay, there's no way he's gonna win it again. And I'm very much like affected, like within my own choices, by voter fatigue. I'm very much affected by it. Yes, I chose Jokic last year. Shut up. But he just keeps getting better, and his defense has improved a bit. It's just incredible. My second place, it's literally 2A and 2B between Tatum and Luka. Luka's also been ridiculous. I think I'm gonna put Luka at 2A and Tatum at 2B. Because Tatum has had some I'm not say inefficiency issues, but he's not been as efficient as he was to start the season. While Luka's been carrying his team, kicking and screaming to relevancy. Like I'm
Let's get the
convinced
man. Get
Dallas.
get the man some help, please.
So we all got different MVPs. That's
All
good.
right, who's your MVP?
Luka's my MVP.
That's valid. Cool.
Valid.
I say this because we joke about how if this team didn't have this player, they'll be the worst team in basketball.
Pretty much.
That is a fact with Dallas. If
The
Luka
fact
does
that
not,
he literally fell to
Just
them
for the
in their
record.
laps is crazy.
go ahead.
Just for the record, that's exactly what I was about to say. When I don't know if I got cut off or what the fuck. I was talking for
Luka?
too long. In fairness, so valid enough.
If Luka does not walk into them Dallas doors and step on that airway center floor, they will be the worst team in basketball. That's crazy saying that, right? Wrong. I'm a Pistons fan, and I know what bad basketball is. If Luka does not
at
touch
least you're
that
not a
screen,
Lakers fan.
if Luka does not touch that floor, they lose. And it's crazy the performances Luka be putting up with no help. And this is why I give Luka the MVP. I love Tatum. Y'all know this. I love Tatum.
Yeah.
Give Tatum props.
Oh,
Even
without
though
a
at the
doubt.
start of the season you thought Jaylen Brown was better, but shh.
I had Tatum for my MVP at the beginning of the season. Be quiet.
I know. I'm fucking with him.
So Luka, the reason why I give Luka MVP is because Tatum, he got Jaylen Brown. Jokic, he got Jamal, Michael. He got some hitters over there.
Aaron Gordon has been ridiculous.
Super all-star Aaron Gordon has been good.
Maybe not all-star.
He should
I
be
know
an
what you mean.
all-star.
I know what
He
you
should
mean.
be.
I wouldn't go as far as
But
calling him that.
Luka, Spencer Dinwiddie, like come on.
Nah, this man literally had. Hold on, wait. Let me check the.
Tim Hardaway, Christian Wood.
Bro, like it's just.
You're not calling any of them all-stars.
Let me just say.
He literally has no all-stars around him. That's crazy.
None.
And let me just say real quick with Luka, you take him away from that team. Look at the Rockets from last year, because I think that's an easy comparison. Just because without Luka, Christian Wood, I think, would be their best player last season with the Rockets.
Houston right now is 11-36.
Yeah. Houston last season was the worst team in basketball. I think that team minus Luka, this current Mavs team minus Luka, is a roster that's just as bad, if not maybe
the
even
fact
worse.
that this team made it to the Western Conference Finals last year was mind-boggling.
That's
Luka,
a carry job.
no. Carey is a disrespect.
I know.
Luka woke up and said, "All right, give me this bum, give me this bum. We about to make a run." What did Luka do? He woke up, got on the court, took this bum to Western Conference Finals. Then what do they come back with? This bum again. And the reason why I'm irritated is because Luka is begging for help. I do not want to see somebody as good as Luka not win a championship because he has no help. I don't. Listen, Alex, Deontay, Luka could come in here right now, grab me this bum. We gonna make a playoff run.
Shoot, I'll take him on a playoff run with Tatum, Brown, and Luka. I'm here for it.
Deontay, he will make us look like we deserve like contracts. He will make us look like we deserve contracts.
Take us three. Take a freaking 5'6" white kid, and you two, and he'll make us look fantastic.
Deontay,
like we be the most feared team in the
Deontay, we'll be feared. We will not do nothing. Deontay, Luka will be like, "Hey, yo, look like you can do something.
Like I'm telling you, like if you put Luka with the Pistons, y'all would automatically be a
You
playing
put
team.
Luka with the Rockets.
Playing team.
Playoff.
Playoff
Luka,
team. Who knows?
and that's why I got to give Luka MVP. He literally
That's
can just take the UCLA club and just go crazy,
Yes,
and then win games.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yes,
you can
but
say his defense. You can say his defense is a
I can
problem.
agree. I can agree that yes, Alex, as a Celtics fan, if we had a combination of Luka, Brown, and Tatum,
No, the league's over. Don't even consider that.
oh, it's over.
That's worse than KD, Steph, Draymond.
No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not.
What do you mean? So you're hold on. So you're saying that a trio of Brown, Tatum, and Luka is not scarier than Steph,
Clay,
Clay,
KD,
and Draymond?
No,
is that what I'm hearing?
You're hearing this first. No, you're smoking.
You're crazy.
You talking about the two best shooters of all time on the same floor with one of the deadliest scorers of all time. No, bro. No.
Okay.
No.
All right.
No. And then you got a DPOI candidate next to him. No.
But hey, have Marcus Smart and Rob Williams. So
oh my God, I knew you was gonna bring up Marcus Smart. That's
and
why
Robert Williams.
And Robert.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, hold up.
And a 6th man of the year candidate coming off the bench.
I got Jordan Poole. I got Jordan Poole.
Jordan Poole wasn't on that team.
Shit, you right. Damn.
But no, that would actually be. That would be worse.
Luka and Tatum. Because who guarding
Luka, Tatum, and Brown? See, why y'all gotta disrespect Jaylen?
KD. Put KD on Brown. Put Draymond on Luka.
Yo, just Sha. This is too far in a weird direction. I'm sorry.
See, if we had Luka on the Celtics, we would have basically destroyed the entire Eastern Conference.
Yo,
like no team would ever come close to us. Like I think we would have at least 60 plus wins with that trio.
100%. God, yeah. But anyway, that's a weird direction.
But we jumped off the topic. But my MVPs is Luka number 1, Jokic number 2, Tatum number 3. Reason why I have Tatum number 3 because he has the most help out of everybody.
That's
he has
fair.
the best help. If Jokic switch, they can switch at any time, but Tatum has the most help and the better cast. Luka is just taking bumps to wins, and Jokic is just a center averaging a triple double. That's my take on it. But it's man, this has been the most fun NBA I've seen in a minute. You got teams like the Celtics. I'm glad that y'all are doing what y'all doing. He made that face like I said something crazy. But you got teams like the Celtics who offensively, it shows that you don't need a super team. You can have 2 dynamic wings and win basketball games and go far in the playoffs with the right cast and everybody buying into your best player. You have people who have to like literally just walk into the gym and wake up and give people wins. And you have centers who are doing crazy and worldly stuff and giving a show every time he gets on the court.
Yeah.
So
let me just say real quick. Joel Embiid also has been averaging 33.
No.
He's not an MVP. He's not the MVP.
No, he's not even in the conversation. He's not in the conversation.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
No, he's not, but he's ridiculous.
Yeah. KD
even ridiculous too. The fact he's having the season he's having and not in the top 3 for MVP says so much.
KD is having a great season too, but like we get it. We get that they're having great seasons. We get that. Their seasons is great. The 3-player seasons, the 3 other players we just named, is just so much better. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Tatum, Jokic, and Luka is just doing so much better than any other players you name.
I'm thinking about adding another name to that list.
Okay.
I would say Kevin Durant because look at the Nets with him and look at the Nets without him.
Yeah, that's fair. That is a fair point. Because to say Tatum's doing that much better than KD is to say there's this really significant gap is wrong. I personally have Tatum over KD, and I think just on an objective level this season he's been a bit better than KD, but it's damn close.
I'm not
Mhm.
saying that it's a gap. I'm saying for the MVP voting. We're not talking player for player. We're just talking about the voting for MVP. It's a gap. It's a real life gap.
Okay.
Just because nobody thought Tatum can get this much better, and he has, and it's consistent. It's been consistent. Even though the efficiency went down, he's still playing good defense. His playmaking took a significant jump. That's the problem. Not player for player, of course, player for player, they're close, but in the narrative of MVP, it's not. It's a 3-person race, and with KD being down, he's out of the conversation at this point. I'm sorry, I love you, KD. You're out of the conversation. Now it's Tatum, Luka, and Jokic.
Okay.
But this was a really good pod. I like this.
Yeah.
Oh,
pod.
it was.
This is a good pod. Oh,
I'll
the next time y'all gonna see us, we're gonna be on Deontay's pod. Next time y'all see us, by the way.
Yeah.
Next time y'all see us,
Can we
we'll be
actually
on
try
this.
midweek? Because that one's actually easier. Because Deontay, you do yours in a Twitter space, right?
Yeah, Twitter space. Yep.
Oh, that's gonna be fire. That's gonna be fire.
Yeah, that one
You'll have
that'll
to
be
show me how to
fine.
do
2
it.
that'll be easier to record.
You have to show me how to do that, Deontay.
Yeah, I'll show you.
All right, but
Yeah,
that's
it's
fire.
relatively easy. So hey,
That's fire. But man, I can't wait. I can't wait to football season is football. It's if you're a sports fan, this is the best time to be a sports fan. You have teams that are playing great. You have underdogs accomplishing in more than you think. This is the best time to be a sports fan. Generally for
and
any sports.
if you're a football fan, it's championship week.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Also, before we end the pod,
Go ahead.
say it with me, y'all.
Fuck
How
them
about
Cowboys.
this, Cowboys?
Fuck them Cowboys, boy.
See, I've been saying it all year. I've been saying it all year.
DP,
like we all knew it was gonna
pick it
happen.
your way. DP, pick it your way.
Yep, see?
Let me be honest. Let me be
Man.
honest real quick.
Go ahead.
I don't care that much about football, but it is my favorite time of year when Dallas gets eliminated. It's my
Deontay.
favorite time of
You
year.
want to know why? Because when Dallas loses, America wins.
Deontay, DP, pick it your way. Hey, he threw. No.
Hey yo,
My goodness.
hey yo, BK, have it your way. You rule.
Yo, there you
go. I hope, hey yo, when we on your pod, Deontay, of course it's your show. If we do a football one, I ain't gonna lie, I'm going crazy. I ain't gonna lie, I'm going crazy. I'm cooking. I am cooking.
Oh, definitely. We're gonna be
cooking.
discussing that
Just for the
on my
record,
podcast. Don't worry.
Yeah, Dan. Just by the way, for your bio, hold up. Hey, brother. But yeah, on in the description, it still says says something about the NFL, and I think since I've joined, we've not talked about the NFL.
You know what's crazy? It won't let me change it.
Oh, dead ass. Man,
I tried
sorry.
to change it 3 different times.
My bad. Sorry, I just don't know much about football.
I'll be honest. You don't need to. You don't need to know.
You.
We don't need to know. We just got to know Green Bay's frauds and Dallas. You're out of there. You're out of there.
I wouldn't call Green Bay frauds. I wouldn't call Green Bay frauds. It would be likely Minnesota.
Saying Green Bay are frauds is incorrect because Green Bay were never good this year.
Correct.
Anyway. No, dude. I live in Chicago. Lived my whole life in Chicago.
He just said Green Bay wasn't good.
I got a question. And this will end the pod right now. I would turn it off.
God.
Is the Lions better than Green Bay?
At this current moment, yes.
Okay, I didn't have to end the pod. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. I'm not. I mean, come on. Like seriously, come on.
We move.
Like what are we talking about?
We don't like that fraudulent man named Aaron Rodgers.
We do not.
Like,
Anyway,
you think Aaron? I have
Fraud.
to look towards his Minnesota counterpart and Kirk Cousins.
this is gonna be a whole other. Yeah, Minnesota's the most fraudulent team in the league.
Oh yeah. But this has been another episode of the GTR podcast. Again, thank you, Deontay, for showing up. As you see, we have fun with you on the pod. Man. But Deontay,
I always do the outro.
Oh,
I was about to say Deontay, shout out his stuff, and then you go do the outro.
Okay.
Oh, of course. So I recently just published an episode of my podcast, D Talkin Sports. I'll leave that in the link below so that you guys can have a listen to it. It's up on my original website. You can get it off of Spotify and off of Apple Podcasts, and I'll be sure to leave a link to those in the description below.
Alex, send us out, boss.
All right. My stuff will be in the description. So will Deontay's. Thank you for listening to another episode of the GameTime Review podcast. If you enjoyed, leave a like, rate 5 stars, share it. If you share it, that'll be much appreciated. Our socials will also be linked down below. Once again, thank you for listening, and we hope you have a good rest of your day or night.
Thank you. So peace.
Peace out.
Peace. You're muted.